All right, this is another audio where I'm going to be channeling Seth. And for Seth, I just posed the question, what can be shared through your perspective as it relates to following a life that represents passion, about just always loving what you're doing and always following that path, relating to thinking of that passion, living that passion, expressing that passion, and walking that passion altogether. And I'll just get Seth's perspective on this. So I'll take a moment to connect with him, and we'll begin. It is known that even as you breathe now, you exist. That as you sit in the chair, that as you stare at a screen, you exist. That if you feel an impulse to walk outside your door and see dark clouds gathering and drops of rain coming down, falling down upon you, you exist. And it is true that when you drive your car and you become stuck in traffic for miles and miles, you exist. And it is true that if you eat something that you felt wasn't healthy and you procrastinate about it for minutes and minutes and minutes on end, you exist. And if you are behind your bill payments and you are stressing about your money situation, you exist. All of this is life. You decide to follow something you enjoy because you are afraid to face something that will haunt you. Therefore, you are too afraid to live, and you are too scared to die. So, what must cheer you up is to follow a passion, or is it to face a fear? Well, what does a fear facing feel like? Should you run from it? Should you be so terrified by it that you cannot bear to look upon its face? But what happens when you do? What happens when you look at that fear and you drop the guard? You drop the expectations of what belief tells you how you should feel. It no longer becomes a fear. There is more growth in looking at what scares you, what you are afraid of, because your emotions are helping you. Your emotions show you how you're not living, how you are scared, how you are frightened, how you are terrified to make a mistake. And so you must feel you just have to follow your passion. And that if you follow your passion, it is avoiding that which you do not wish to see. You're missing the point. Yes, humans will have fun, they will play, they will enjoy many things that life, as yourself, reflect. But what many of you feel you must do is look only at the positive, is look only at the excitement, is look only at what makes you feel good, and neglect everything that's telling you what is causing you to feel bad. And this is where there is a tipping of the scale that is imbalance. For many of you hold very strict regimes, beliefs upon yourselves, and you hold on to it for dear life, because should you decide to let it go, oh dear, what will happen? You feel you will lose a part of your identity. And we say good, because it's something you don't need. You do not need identity. You do not need that which you feel you cling on to and reinforce with positive words, with positive feelings, with affirmations. And you live blindsided only by a light that you have not fully disciplined, because you put so much emphasis in your doctrines, in your dogmas, in your mantras, in your affirmations. I am the light. I am the love. I am passion. Where is the other side? Coins have two sides. Are you only interested in looking at the heads, or looking only at the tails, and deny your ability to realize there are two sides? You become afraid of being inadequate, afraid of not fitting in, afraid of being vulnerable. It is an emotional soup. And you must run from that soup. Because if your neighbors, or if your friends, or if your family see exactly what you're holding on to, then oh dear, life must be over. But then again, as we've said, you exist. I am not here to say to you, you must do this, or you must do that, or you must do this other thing. It is your life to live. But it is a reminder that when you are soft, open, delicate, playful, joyful, enjoyable, at looking at everything in acceptance, in love, you will see a very different reality forming in you. You hold all the keys. You generate all the doors, and you can open every single one. And you are free in doing so. So, what stops you? What tells you you cannot do this? What tells you to feel that when you say you are angry, you must try and hide it? When you feel like you are upset, you must try and hide it. Does the body hide itself when it is cut and bleeding? You may try to hide the wound, but the body does not. You may try to cover it up and fail to attend to it until the wound gets worse. The body does not hide the wound. You hide the wound. Because of your physical appearances, demands, and beliefs that taint your ability to see how you exist in this moment. No, it is not about passion. That only helps when you are attempting to understand yourself from that perspective. Do you have passion? Yes. You have everything. You exist. Do you have pain? Yes. You have everything. You exist. And can you allow yourself to face the pain? Because you have termed it so. You have made pain into what it is. You have made passion into what it is. They do not even exist. You make them that. Therefore, if you live life based upon what you term, your life will be limited. Yourself shall be blind because you term everything. I am passionate about this. I am in pain about that. Two sides of the same coin. You worry about other people, their decisions. Who are you to judge what another decides when you can't even make peace with what you decide? You live very much in others' shadows, that you have forgotten your own. That you point fingers and say, he or she made a mistake. Woe is them. They are damned. Yet you do not see whose voice says such things. For that one whose voice speaks is also at the level of who they blame. Stop worrying about others' decisions. It is not for you to concern about such things. Live your lives. Not because you're passionate about it or you're in pain about it, but because it is yours to live because you exist. Take heed with what has been shared here and understand the center of what is being pointed at. Besides your passion, besides your positivity, beyond your pain, beyond your negativity, you label, you term, you define, and that is the trap. Simply live. Simply exist. Simply be. Because that is all you will ever be. Thank you, Seth. Powerful. I will conclude this now. Thank you.